Florida legislature took the first steps to dismantle the Reedy Creek District, the self-governing area of land just south of Orlando, home to the Walt Disney World Resort. Just yesterday, Governor DeSantis announced they would discuss this in the special session. The Senate did not take much time on the issue. They voted largely along party lines in favor of dissolving it.
The districts that are affected have not had any legislative oversight in over 50 years. And some of the districts have incredibly sweeping powers such that a single company could start construction on a nuclear reactor.
Let's call this what it is. It's the punitive, petulant political payback to a corporation that dared to say the emperor has no clothes.
Next, the House will take up the issue tomorrow. A vote could come by the end of the day. If the governor signs it, it would not take effect until June of 2023. So what exactly is this special district that the governor is targeting? It's a taxing district that gives Disney the authority to essentially act as a county government on its land.
Back in 1967, Disney went to the Florida legislature and asked for the district, and you can see its boundaries here. And Reedy Creek actually was named after a stream on the Disney property. It's a developer's dream come true, really, because its land is exempt from all county and most state regulations. But it's been a sticking point on both sides of the aisle for not being regulated by the state and for not paying enough taxes.
The special exemptions and status that they have were probably very valid in the day to get them on the map, and not so valid as much anymore from the eyes of on the political side, in the eyes of the legislators.
But it's not the only one in the state of Florida. Florida, in fact, has 1,844 special districts statewide. In Hillsborough County alone, there's an aviation, hospital, industrial development, transit authority, you name it. Hillsborough County defines their special districts as, quote, a local special purpose government that has a governing board and policymaking powers.
But the only ones on the governor's hit list currently are 6 that were created before 1968. You can see here on this map the Sunshine Drainage District, the Bradford County Development Authority, the East Point Water and Sewer District, and Reedy Creek, the biggest and most lucrative special district in Florida, but it might not be as lucrative as lawmakers claim if you look at Disney's balance sheet.
And for more now on how this could affect taxpayers and why Reedy Creek anyway, ABC Action News reporter Vanessa Riza joins us now in studio. And Vanessa, I know you've been digging deeper into the financials and speaking with the policymakers tonight, right?
That's right, Wendy. Within the past couple of hours, I had a chance to speak with Orange County's comptroller. He's in charge of the numbers here. Says that when it comes to just how much money we're working with here and if the taxpayers are going to have to pay the brunt of this, he says it is still too early to tell. It is deemed the happiest place on earth, and one that is now causing a lot of confusion and controversy in the Sunshine State.
I would just like to say, as a mom who goes to Disney quite a bit, I think some people just need to let it go, let it go.
The districts that are affected have not had any legislative oversight in over 50 years. And some of the districts have incredibly sweeping powers such that a single company could start construction on a nuclear reactor.
Florida representatives speaking their stance on Governor Ron DeSantis' decision to nix Reedy Creek's special district status, moments before it was voted to move forward. We spoke with ABC Action News legal analyst Dr. Susan McManus about the governor's move at the 11th hour.
In an election year, everything is politics on both sides of the aisle.
Dr. McManus said there's always been some intrigue about special districts, but this move in particular by DeSantis, she said could be twofold, with Disney recently showing support for the parental rights and education bill, now turned law. Cultural differences aside, one thing almost everyone can agree on is they don't want to shell out more money. Reedy Creek comes with its share of debt, lawmakers estimating as much as $1 billion. So the question is, whose shoulders does that fall on?
That's a great question, and that's the question that I think every taxpayer in Orange County would like to know.
Phil Diamond is the comptroller for Orange County. He says it's still too early to tell who would bear the debt. Osceola County, Orange County, taxpayers, or all of the above.
I think one thing that probably complicates this even more is the fact that Disney's between 2 counties. So even if you knew the total numbers, you'd have to figure out how much of it would go to Osceola County and how much of it would go to Orange County.
Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings, like Diamond, says it's still too early to take a stance.
I have mixed reactions until we know definitively what the bill will do. It's hard to say.
Meanwhile, in a statement to ABC Action News, representatives with Osceola County say they will evaluate the impact if and when legislatures take any actions.
Being an election year.
And experts who I spoke with today say don't be too shocked to see this end up in the court system. Dr. McManus says we could see this drag into November and the next legislative session. So, Wendy, time will tell.